Alright, what is up, everybody? Dragon Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Super Mario Bros. For the NES. In the last episode, we ended up making it through World 5 and 6, and hopefully we'll be making it through World 7 and 8 here. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll see how things go, because these last two levels, they kind of kick my butt, both as a both as an adult and especially when I was a kid. And I would have to play it with my dad when I was little. So let's hope that I can beat this and end up getting this out to you guys. Because I'd really like to get this out to you guys, but these next two, I forgot about that. These next two worlds are royally annoying to get through. Like this part here, while pretty short, is pretty rough. And I'm not even gonna cut away from that because we literally just died at the beginning, and hopefully hope I can start with a fresh 3 lives, which I might end up using the save feature. In fact, yeah, I think I will. It's a little bit of cheating on the NSO, but I'm not too upset about it because, well, actually, oh god. Watch out for the Koopa Troopa. I'll try not to use that feature, but I might end up having to use that feature at some parts because, just to get me through this level, and I also kind of want to get it out to you guys, where these two levels have been giving me a really hard time, especially trying to upload them, like, for shit like that, where it's just like, goodness gracious, it's just very annoying, and it's just, I really want to get this out to you guys. Hopefully, I can wrap this up soon, and also get this, because Skyward Sword's coming pretty close to its end as well. So if I can get both of these out at the same time, well, then we could start fresh and new. Oh, if I would stop making mistakes like that, we might actually be in business, but it doesn't really seem like I'm going to be able to do that. So, we'll see. But, yeah. I keep dying at the same part in 7-1. I'd like to get through this level, because it's actually not... It's not that long, but I might need to do some practice for these next two levels off camera, because I'll openly admit I didn't do a whole bunch of practice before starting this Let's Play, but I've played these games so many times to where I thought I'd be okay regardless. That's kind of not seeming quite the case, where it's just like, man, I forget that just the classic games, and how they tend to be a little bit harder than the more modern games, which is not so great for me, necessarily. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna jump past you. And go over here. Good lord. Especially because I'm not one that usually likes to exploit the many lives glitches and those kinds of things. I've never really been my forte. I've never really been good at getting all those extra lives and all that kind of fun stuff. But, you know, it is something I might have to get good, if you will, at playing these kinds of games, because it's just like, man, with No Game Genie, which was really funny. I wonder how they would, I guess, kind of incorporate that idea. I get it that it's cheat codes, and that it's probably not as cool as beating the game without the codes, but like, man, some of these games just really think, like, would be, well, even then, just like, some of these games are pretty tough, but even then, it's just like, I really want to know how would that even be incorporated in, like, for the NSO service. I wonder, I mean, there actually is maybe some couple ways that they could do it. Like, they could do a kind of thing where they could make an interface where you could just access the Game Genie codes and turn certain codes on and off if you wanted for the for certain games of certain levels. Sure, I feel like just that is like an option, you know, because it's just like, I think it's, if they had it back then, why can't we have them now? I guess it's a silly question, but still, it's just like, you know, as an option, I think it would be nice if they were to have some kind of thing like that. It'd also make it easier for Let's Players and things like that, but then again, it's just like, you know, it's a whole thing. I want to know what your guys' thoughts would be on if Nintendo were to reincorporate, like, the Game Genie for, like, things like that, the classic games that had, like, a Game Genie, or, like, the cheat codes that you could use, like, back, during when these games came out and all that. And if they were to, how would they incorporate that into, like, the NSO kind of service? Keep going. And hop, skip, and a jump. And we are back over there. Let's see. Let's hopefully not die this time. Hey, I got 6 fireworks. Very nice. I think I will end up just using the, I guess, minor kind of cheat code where I could just save like this. It's not something I really want to use necessarily, but I feel like in some ways it's kind of a necessity right now, where it's just, I don't know. You guys can roast me for it in the comments, but it's just, I really want to get a new episode of this out to you guys, maybe even the last episode, depending on how long it takes me to get through World 7 here, because these two can be kind of tricky. Tricky. But it's just like, man, I don't know. It saves time, and it also gets more content out to you guys, even if I am using a little bit of a cheap method to get said content out there. They give it as an option, so it's just like, is it really cheating? And yeah, I guess in some ways it is, but like, you know, I'm just trying to find some silly way of just justifying using the thing where it's just like, I really don't like having to use it, but in this case, I feel like to get me through these last 2 worlds, I might just end up using it, the save feature, because I don't know that the rewind feature in this game, while it is kind of cool, I've really never found the rewind feature for the classic games really that useful. Maybe it's just me where I'm not rewinding the game back far enough, but I don't know. You guys can tell me what you guys think about it in the comments. But I personally just, like, I feel like just creating a save point at, like, a certain spot in the game is much more helpful than having just a rewind feature. Because it seems more convenient, but it's really, in practicality, at least in my use, I really don't feel like it is easier and better. Gotta watch out for the flying cheeps, and I almost died there again. Oh god. If I'm not almost getting sniped by flying cheeps, flying fish, I'm almost getting taken out by flying turtles. And this level was honestly really not that bad. Now we're gonna be moving on to, and I got the 6 fireworks again. Which again is a reminder, if you guys did not see the previous episode, that is for if you end the level with a 1, a 3, or a 6, you will get the corresponding number of fireworks at the end of the level. Pretty sure it's this. Go middle. Gotta go top, I believe. Because this is the main thing that really tripped me and my dad up as a kid. Or not, well, it tripped my dad up as a kid, but it also got me as a kid too. Just the fact that these kinds of levels have like a maze and you gotta do it in a certain pattern within the time limit. But really looking at it, the code really isn't that hard, but basically the code for that is, I believe, down, up, middle... Oh god, oof, almost died there, trying to speak about the code. But, yeah, I'll actually have a display thing of how the code actually looks in the code that I use to know which path to take for this castle. But I'm honestly also surprised that I did not die there. Holy shit. And I'm going to have to take on the World 8 with 1 life. I could save it here where it's 2. No, I'm not going to save it yet. As much as I really, really want to, I'm going to wait because I really don't want to be in that bad of a situation where I make it to a certain part in the game and I only have 1 life, where it's just like, oh my god. But even when I beat this level, I'll still have to show at least all the secrets that I'm able to replicate and show off for you guys. And that'll pretty much be it for the Super Mario Bros. Series. Just wanted to add to that what I was talking about before. Watch out for this guy. He falls in the pit, thankfully. And let's see, there's a star there, which is not exactly what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. And we'll run across these gaps, because there are some really big gaps coming up that you have to jump across, and we'll really get the blood flowing, get the blood pumping, and make you really kind of nervous there for a second. I think this is actually one of them. No, it's not this one, it's actually the next one, where it has like a really... this right here, yeah. Where it's just like, oof. And I'm almost out of time. The musical... I don't think I've actually had time to show this yet, but... if you get down to 100 seconds in this game, this is the music that it plays when you're below 100 seconds. I kind of talked over it, but it's really just a sped up version of the theme. Okay, we're at 8-2. And you know what? Yeah, I think I am gonna save it here, even though maybe against my better judgment, I think I'm doing pretty good so far. And even if I get stuck at 1 life, like I just did there, and I died, that I feel like was a really good call for me to make there. Alright. Because I had a feeling I was gonna die there. And I just did again. Which, it really sucks and feels kind of crummy having to use this crutch as a way to get through this level and through these last 2 worlds, but I'm just really gonna use it. I got rid of Lakitu, thank you very much. There was a thing where you were gonna be able to actually ride in the Lakitu, which ended up showing in later games rather than this one, which is really kind of cool that they had the precursor of riding in the Lakitu cloud already to this point, where they had the idea, but they just didn't implement it yet. Ooh, okay, he's going that way. Do this. And I'm gonna really try to avoid... but it really feels kind of crummy using this kind of technique. But I feel like it's just what's gonna kind of have to happen, I feel like. And like I said, you guys can flame me or roast me in the comments for using it. But it's just what I'm gonna have to use for this time being, at least. And I'll try not to use it afterwards. Oof. I'll be back in a second. And we're officially back. 2 hours later. Not actually 2 hours. It didn't take me that long, but just like I literally just got back here. And I made it over the gap. So we're going to finally continue now. After a long amount of dying to stupid things. And it's just like, man, how do I keep dying to just stupid things? Oof, close one there actually. Gonna jinx myself to die to something stupid right there. Ooh, careful. I really, really want to be careful so that I just do not die, because holy shit. And that is 8-2 though. We really wasn't that much left. Now there's 8-3, which I'm going to create a suspend point here. Just because, yeah, I'm really close to the end here, and I really... For stupid shit like that. Okay. Really want to get this video out to you guys, and I also just... Because I'm so close to the end, it's just like... It really doesn't hurt to have a suspend point where you can. Oh god. Come on. Thank you. Now this is the level that is infamously annoying for Hammer Bros. Because these guys are literally... I died twice, what the fuck? But yeah, I literally died twice. I don't know how I died twice, but this level is going to be infamously hard because of the Hammer Bros in this level. Come on. What the fuck? Okay. I'll be back in a minute then. Holy shit, I made it. Oh my god. Okay. This guy... Oh no. Wait. Just run! Oof. Okay. Because there's a lot of these... A lot of these guys in these levels. And they're really just sticking it to me, and I can't help but just get annoyed by these guys. Okay. Run! And I get shot by that one. Damn it! Hammer Bros! This is why I have a passionate hate for Hammer Bros in this game specifically. Where will it put me, actually, if I die here? Will it put me kind of somewhere in the middle? Nope. We're not doing this. I know this is very much cheesing it, but, like, at this point in the game, it's just like, you know what? I made it. I think I've made it. Holy shit, I have made it. I have made it to the end. And oh my god, I can't believe I did it. This is the final castle. If I remember the way to get through this one specifically, and yes, I actually am going to create another suspend point here, because I am not going through that hell again, is you want to do, they had like, they did have the thing, can't even finish my sentence, but there was a thing where they say that Nintendo created the rule of threes, and that is no different here. I just keep happening to die, but, it's a thing of, I believe it is this one? Yes, okay. And then we do this one again, which is 1, 2, and then I believe this one is 3. Or actually, I can't go down in this one, so it has to be that one. I am almost fairly positive of that. Go up here, go down. This is another castle that had, like, the complex, like, patterns. Yep, we're getting to the cheap, so we're getting really close. So I think it's another one where I have to do... Maybe I don't, actually. Let's try to continue on here and see where this goes. I believe, actually, let me try this one. don't think that was right. No, it wasn't. Shit. And that took me all the way back to the beginning. Damn it. Okay. Because I remember the code for this one is very specific, if I remember. I believe... Okay, this is just gonna take me back around, so... This one, 1... 2... This is pipe number 2, and then pipe 3. I wanna go down this one, if I may. Can I not go down the pipe? No, so it has to be the one with the piranha plant then. Damn it. This is one I might actually run out of time on, and if I do end up running out of time, I am going to take a look at my notes that I have for this one, because this can get kind of annoying. Like right here, where it's just like, okay, where am I going here? And this is gonna just take me back around again, yep. Shit, okay. Oh, I died. No, I didn't die to running out of time. I died because of other stupid crap. Okay. So let's try this again. Gonna go 1. And it's gonna lead us to over here. 2. Oh god, careful now. It has to be this one. Yep, and then 1. And then this is number 2. Pipe number 2. And then I believe it is this one right here is number 3. But it won't let me go down in this one, so it has to be the next one over. Oh boy. Oh boy. Careful. Careful, careful, careful. Gotta go up. And, ooh, I don't know how I didn't die there, but I'll take it. Go down this one, which will lead us to this one, and then I believe it is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then here's the water part of the level. And then I am, again, because I want to be extra safe about this. I know I'm being cheesy using the shortcut multiple times here, but it's because I really want to be careful, because this castle can be kind of tricky to navigate. And yeah. Okay. Walk past these guys. And I definitely see how you guys could do this without the cheats and the strats and all that, but it's just like, man, I really don't think I want to. Like, at least without some cheese to it, because it's just like, man, and I die. Okay, where does that put me? Because I'm at the end. It's at a game over. Okay, so no, we're not doing that. We're going to make it through here, past the fire ropes. But this castle in particular also is when I really needed my dad's help when I was little, and when he would play these games too. He like played this a lot as well. I can't remember if he told me he did it without the codes, but like, man, this castle is just, it'll put you through the ringer. And I'm almost done though. I'm almost at the end. And, yeah. I'm really happy, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. Whether you're new here watching the finale, or you have stuck with me the whole way, I thank you very much for that. And I wanna hear about your guys' stories about playing this game. If you guys have any cool stories, did you... God, okay. Like I was saying before, I haven't really shared too many of my stories, but like, it's just a thing of me and my dad played this a lot, and we had to, like, it was to the point where we had to Am I ever gonna get my story out? But what I was trying to say was I haven't shared a lot of my stories, but me and my dad would play this a lot, even with my grandma, who really liked some of the more, I guess, classic games because of the buttons on the controller and everything, and how my grandma didn't really ever get into modern gaming. But I really want to hear what your guys' story playing this game. Did you guys ever play this with your parents, or you know what? Did you guys ever play this game with your parents or with your siblings? Or what are your guys' stories when it comes to these kinds of games? And what does this game mean to you guys? Because this game, while it's probably not my favorite of the NES Mario Bros. Series, this game does mean a lot to me for what it started. Even if it's not the best of what it made, I still feel like it's really started something very special. And can I please just, again, the Hammer Bros just being the bane of my existence. For the love of God, can we please just make it here? I literally saw Bowser's toes. Not his literal toes, but I've literally seen his fireball. And it's just like, can we please just get here? Because I can taste the victory. It's right at my fingertips. I just can't quite make it there. Because this castle is annoying as hell to get through. But it's fun. It's a fun challenge. For the love of God. I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay. I have made it to Bowser. And I die at Bowser. Oh, okay. Just be careful. Yeah, I made it. For all that is holy, I freaking did it. And we made it to 8-bit Peach, who had red hair at this time instead of the blonde. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. We present you a new quest. Push B to select a new world. A new world? Yeah, basically what this does is ends up starting over just on a harder difficulty, which I will show in the bonus video after this. But I think it's really gonna do it for me. Man, fumbling up the intro, or rather the outro. Man, whatever it is, the intro, the outro. But I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this series, and whether you've been playing along with me, or this has just brought back some good memories, or even taught you something that you didn't know, I really appreciate you guys checking it out and walking through and hopping into an old world with me. And yeah, that'll about do it. So I hope if you guys are new here, my name is the Dragon Gamer, and I play primarily PlayStation and Nintendo games, but new and old. But I delve into some other stuff too, and I hope, whether you're new or returning here, that you will stick around for my future projects. Both that all being said, I am Dragon Gamer, and I am going to head out. So Dragon Gamer, out.